with your energy forecast for February 2024. So on the 13th, we have Mars, the god of war, ruling over our physical energy, our drive, our passion, our desire, even our anger, moving out of Capricorn energy, moving into Aquarius energy. So let's just review the fact that we didn't have very many options or opportunities to make some bold, brave moves while Mars was in that Capricorn energy. Mostly because we were supposed to be thinking very long, very hard about our long-term vision, our long-term goal, what it is that we wanted to build, what it is that we wanted to create, and even more than that, what it is that we had to destroy, what it is that we have to close the door on. Because Mars constantly has ants in his pants, restlessness, this impulse, this passion, this desire to take action and make moves, being stunted out in an earth energy really put us in a frustrated, agitated state of being. The whole point of Mars being in Capricorn energy is to think very carefully, very thoroughly about the actions that are needed in order to close the door on the old and essentially start building towards the new. In typical Capricorn fashion, we were more illuminated to the blockages, to the challenges, to the obstacles than we were anything else. And because Aquarius energy attempts to free us from some of those particular, let's call them chains, we are definitely going to feel a lot of relief moving into the Aquarius energy. But here's the thing. Aquarius energy, being a fixed air sign, is kind of sporadic, a little bit eccentric, kind of all over the place. Now, if you've taken a listen to February's energy forecast, and even more than that, the 2024 year ahead, February specifically, you would know that Mars in this Aquarius energy is very much a stop and go type of energy. We may receive sudden bursts of energy where we feel physically recharged, energized enough to take action, make moves when the green light go ahead actually provides us in doing so, and then go absolutely down to zero battery life. So the stop-go energy is definitely not favorable. Nobody really enjoys this energy. But we also have to consider that Uranus, the great awakener, who likes to shake us up, likes to disrupt our plans, like to really put us in some unexpected situations for us to see where it is that we can do things differently, where we have to do things differently in order to get a different result. That is a lot of energy to be coursing through the physical body. Yes, it brings brilliant aha moments, brilliant ideas and inspirations. However, they're very few and far between. And when we do receive these downloads, we're so jittery, we don't know what to do with the energy. Again, there's going to be very few opportunities to actually take action, to actually make moves in the way that Mars actually feels comfortable with. Again, a lot of this is building upon the cultivation of the energy, the passion, the desire that we have really been tapping into while Mars moved through that Capricorn energy. And we are going to continue to expand on that in the Aquarius energy. The Aquarius energy is visionary. We take the structure, the framework that we've already arrived at while Mars was in Capricorn energy of either the things we need to close the door on or the things that we need to be building towards. We expand on that. We improve that. We really show ourselves where it is that we can take a general idea and really run with it. Really kind of put it to the next level, if you will. But this particular energy is going to be very hard to handle in the physical form. You know, we're all full of piss and vinegar, and then all of a sudden we are down to zero, can't even function. Finding an in-between, finding that balance is going to be very, very hard to do. Because this is kind of like an off-on, stop-and-go energy, this is also putting us in a situation where when we do have the energy, when we are being inspired and motivated to take action and make moves, we will likely be trying something new, a new method, new ways of doing things, new ways of approaching old problems, new ways of creating something new. But whether that's going to be successful or not, we're really going to have to observe the hit or miss that we will absolutely be displaying when we are trying something new. I'm going to say hardest part of this energy is that we may, because of the intensity, the restlessness, the impulsivity that comes over us, the flashes of inspiration, motivation, and then absolutely zero energy to give any F's. The hardest part is these bursts of anger, these bursts of frustration. Just think of, all of this electricity coursing through your body and not being able to do anything with it, not being able to make the moves that you want to make, not being able to think as clear as you would prefer. It's very frustrating. It's very agitating. And in these little tantrums that Mars is very, very much anchored in, they come on sudden bursts, they leave just as quick. So it is going to be a little bit of a tough energy to navigate. We do have some amazing aspects taking place with Mars moving into this Aquarius energy. The highlight, I would say, is Mars and Venus conjunction in this Aquarius energy here on the 22nd. Again, if you want a little bit more detail about that, you can go ahead, listen to the 2024 year ahead overview. But this particular, I'm going to call it transit, this area of the calendar is really putting us in a situation where we realize we have to initiate something new. We have to do better. We have to improve. We are really realizing that we have to rebel against the old. We have to fight against the particular restriction that is constantly pulling us back into old habits, old patterns, old behaviors. This is an unconventional energy. This is a sporadic energy. We are acting as the highest form of the observer. Again, Aquarius energy being the observer, being the greater, grander vision, seeing the intricacies, how everything is connected, where the domino effect begins and essentially ends. And it does give us a little bit of an opportunity to be emotionally detached from a particular observation, from a particular perspective, from a particular outcome. Yes, it's nice to set a goal, and sure, we can try our best to kind of get there, but considering the fact that we're at the very end of an astrological calendar, there will not be as much activity in our external realm as there will be in our inner realm. The Aquarius energy wants us to fight for what is right, fight for what we need to do to stand in our own personal power. Yes, we are going to need to use our highest form of intellect and our intuition to really navigate what it is that we want to do from here. But let's just be very clear. Everything is about our free will in this Aquarius energy. If we are forced into something, we are going to resist it at all costs. If there is a pressurized system making us feel like we have to do something, like we've committed to something, like we're obligated, we have to show up. If we're not inspired, if we're not in alignment with those particular aspects, we will fight it tooth and nail. This is not a time where we feel like we want to be under the power or the pressure of other people. And again, this is another reason of why the rebellion, the independence comes out full force in Aquarius energy. It's for us to stand up for ourselves, to advocate what it is that our higher selves asking us to do, asking us to pursue at this particular point in the calendar. And so this is a great time to kind of reinvent ourselves, reinvent routines, reinvent some of the old things that basically suck in the life force energy out of us. This is a time for us to just reconstruct, redesign, reform some of the aspects that we're just frustrated with, that we're just not happy with. There is a reason why revolution starts with Aquarius energy, and revolution is exactly what we need to be doing in our own personal lives right now, understanding that what we do on a personal level is contributing to the overall empowerment of the collective. So this is going to be a time when we are going to see full stop where we need to free ourselves from the outdated programming, the old topics and themes, the old ways of doing things, old traditions. If we're no longer connected to them, if they feel heavy and weighted, if we feel like we could do them better, this is a time of positive change.